Welcome to Tyneside, the home of the world's greatest and largest half marathon, the Great North Run. This year sees the run enter its 35th year, as thousands of participants enter the challenge of completing the tough 13.1 mile road race. We're here at the finish area in South Shields and there's not a runner in sight. That's probably because there's still Newcastle warming up. It will all be about to change very soon though, as hundreds of thousands of runners will team through this line competing in the mass event. Now as we look up into this side, the South Shields area, right in the distance there's some charity villages and lots of things going on over there. But before we go take a look down there, let's take a look at the course guide. This is the central motorway in Newcastle, and on race day it will be known as the start line. This has been the start line since the very first run in 1981, when only 12,000 runners took part. However, in 2014, more than 57,000 runners streamed over this exact line right here in Newcastle. And today, I'm about to show you the course from a course guide. Once they set off, it's a short distance until they reach the most iconic part of the route, the Tyne Bridge, where thousands of runners will come together to form one great symbolic look, especially when the world famous red arrows fly right over the top to form their Great North Run debut. As they come off the Tyne Bridge, it's a short stretch before they pass by Gateshead International Stadium, where many well-known sporting athletes have competed throughout its many years of being an international athletics venue. Continuing the route, the runners will head up towards Heworth Roundabout, one of the more difficult stretches of the course, where a long uphill stretch will see runners push their way towards and over the roundabout before continuing on the 184. It's then off the Slip Road and onto Leam Lane, where runners will pass the Shell Garage. Though not the place to refuel, it will give runners a welcome boost, knowing that they have just reached the halfway stage. There will be many tired legs as they approach another uphill climb into South Shields along the John Reid Road, but hundreds of local residents will cheer the runners on, giving them an extra boost as they continue the route to South Shields. As the runners begin to pass through South Shields, they will pass through the Nook area, where yet again more residents will come out to show their support to help runners pass through some of the most difficult part of the route. Following on from the Nook, and it's here onto Prince Edward Road, where participants will face the last uphill section towards the Marsden Inn. It's here where the legs will really start to feel pressure. However, at the top of the climb, they will begin to see the sea for the first time. Well, this is Redwall Bank, and by far the steepest and most challenging descent of the course. From this point, runners will first begin to see the sea right up in the distance there. And for most, it will be much a welcome sight, but that's not to be fooled, as it's another 2 miles along the coast road until they reach the finish line. After a challenging 13.1 mile course, most runners will be relieved to see this, the finishing line area. Thousands of motivated supporters will fill either side of this road as to congratulate the runners as they cross the finish line, completing the 35th Great North Run. Well, it's very warm, it's very bright, the sun is shining, and we've made it here to the other end of the finish line, towards the Gypsy Screen area, and this is where hundreds of charities will come together to support runners throughout the day.
So we're the Royal National Lifeboat Institute. We are basically the charity that saves lives at sea. So we provide a 24/7 life-saving service around the UK and Irish coastline, and that goes out to 100 nautical miles. Basically we're supported 100% by voluntary donations. And we're here at the Great North Run. We've got 162 runners here today for us today. So yeah, it should be a good weekend. It's really, really important for us. It's a great opportunity to get involved with our supporters. Obviously it's a huge running event for the UK. We also go to London Marathon as well, but the Great North Run is sort of a different age group, and it's getting into those people that are coming into running. Maybe it's their first run. So yeah, it's really important to try and catch those people and get them running for the Iron Line, get them excited. So yeah, it's really important to us.
Well, we've got 60 runners who are raising money for us today, and we're here to basically support them and tell them how wonderful they are when they finish the race.
And how does it feel to have them 60 runners participating?
It's amazing, to be honest. The fact that people are prepared to run 13.1 miles for us and also putting all the hard work into fundraising as well is just incredible. So we can't wait to see them and they'll be getting a massage and refreshments and things like that when they get to our tents. Well, Shelter is basically Britain's leading homelessness and housing charity, and our main thing of our work is that we basically try to prevent people from becoming homeless, and we've been going for, it'll be 50 years next year, and we're there basically to help anyone who's having problems with housing or homelessness.
And what would your message be to the runners taking part today?
Enjoy it would be my first message, and just try as hard as you can, but you'll do it, just keep at it, but most of all just enjoy the experience, because the Great North Run is the greatest half marathon in the world.
This year's Great North Run follows a truly remarkable event. The event reached something which no other event has reached before. Tracy Cram made history as she became the millionth finisher to cross the line in South Shields.
It hasn't quite sunk in, It's been like a whirlwind since we got over the finish line, and everything went a bit sort of peaked-on. So I'm still trying to digest it and absorb what is actually happening, to be quite honest. It was incredibly hot out there. If it had been cloudy like this, I would have probably done a better time, and I think most others would have done too. So everything was most welcome.
So once again, Tracy, congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy this, because you'll be famous for a while.
Oh boy, thank you very much.
With that under its name, the 35th Great North Run got underway at 10:10 with a wheelchair race, followed by the elite women's race at 10:15. Following shortly after was the elite men and masked runners, who set off on their 13.1 mile journey to the finish. Shelley Woods of Great Britain was the first female wheelchair athlete to cross the finish line in a time of 53 minutes and 38 seconds. David Weir of Great Britain was the first men's wheelchair athlete to cross the line at a time of 42 minutes and 46 seconds. Kenya's Mary Katani took the title of winning for the elite women's race, as she won in 1 hour and 7 minutes and 32 seconds, nearly 3.5 minutes ahead of the British runner-up Gemma Steele. Britain's Mo Farah took the title of winning for the men's race at a time of 59 minutes and 22 seconds, the fastest half marathon by a British athlete. He produced a trademark sprint finish at 400 metres, as runner-up Stanley Biwott led much of the race.
Yeah, it's been amazing for me, the crowd, the people, and just, it's amazing to have that, and just very grateful that everyone come out here, and today we made a big difference for me. It was just everybody cheering for you, even like as you're coming down the home straight, and then end of the race, the people still waiting around, and it's incredible.
As well as the Great North Run on Sunday, other events are held on the Newcastle and Gateshead quayside on the Saturday, from the Great North 5K, junior and mini events, as well as the Great North City Games. This year, the weather took a huge impact on the events, as torrential rain almost cancelled some of the events on the Great North City Games. We went along and experienced the rain. The Great North Run continues to grow each year, and thousands of runners take part, all for different reasons. Some take part for charities, whilst others run just for the fun. And for those taking things a little more seriously, they run for personal bests and things like that.
I run for Athro Guy Possus. Now, this is for a wee girl in Greenock. I come from Greenock, you see. Now, Athro Guy Possus is a bone problem that can never be corrected. And the wee girl is actually in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. And I raise money to help them get, make it life a bit easier. She's got to have special needs, like a special bath and special getting up the stairs, you know, and a lift thing. So she's got all that to get done, and I'm one of the main people that raise money for her.
Well, I run for a local running group called the Tyneside Panthers in Barrow-in-Furness in Cumbria. So I've been running with them, and they've helped me along. It was rather hot, rather humid, not quite as flat as I would have hoped it to be, but I finished 2 hours 30, so I'm quite pleased with that.
Fantastic. So what was your highlight today?
Seeing everybody run and all the people en route cheering you on.
What a great weekend of sporting events we have seen here in Tyneside at this year's Great North Run. It all started on Saturday morning with the Great North 5K, followed by the mini and junior events before some of the world's greatest athletes took to the track at the Great North City Games on the Newcastle and Gateshead quayside. Finally, the big event itself, the Great North Run, got underway with thousands of runners crossing the line here in Southfields. And if you took part and you finished the line here in Southfields, then a big congratulations to you. And if you think about doing it next year, then get in early and get practicing and be inspired to do it. Until next year, bye-bye from us.